Arkansas Tech University basketball is made possible by Giroux and Associates, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Alathus Realty, Mr. Break and Lube, Health Plan Lady, by Lexicon, ABC Children's Academy, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, A Better Way Realty, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Richwood Brothers Barbecue, Phil Wright Autoplex, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, Miller Roofing Company, Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, by Burris Into Market, C&D Drug Store, Liberty Car Wash, First State Bank, Community Servicing, Centennial Bank, Feltner's Athletes Corner, E&F Roofing, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, ConAgra, Community Servicing, and by Chicken Mart. Arkansas Tech University basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Live from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota, it's time for Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys basketball. Tonight, Arkansas Tech and Minnesota State meet in the first round of the 2024 NCAA Division II tournament here on the EAB Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. My name is Sam Streisner. Thank you for joining us. Kelly Davis will be along in just a few minutes. Arkansas Tech is 25-6 overall. The Wonder Boys earned the Great American Conference Tournament Championship and the league's lone bid to the NCAA tournament with a 72-57 win over Southern Nazarene on Sunday. It was the Wonder Boys' first GAC tournament title since 2015, and it secured Arkansas Tech's 9th NCAA tournament appearance in men's basketball since 2009, but its first since 2017. The Wonder Boys are the number 8 seed in this NCAA tournament, Central Regional. Minnesota State is 29-2 overall. The Mavericks are the hosts and the number 1 seed for the NCAA Tournament Central Regional. They are ranked number 2 in the nation after winning the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference regular season and postseason titles. Both of these teams have won 10 consecutive games, but they get it done with very different styles. Arkansas Tech ranks top 20 in the nation in scoring defense. Minnesota State ranks top 20 in the nation in scoring offense. If the Wonder Boys take down the number 2 team in the country on its home floor in the NCAA tournament, it would be the greatest upset in Arkansas Tech men's basketball history. I don't know what the outcome will be, but I know the Wonder Boys are prepared for this moment, and I know they have the toughness necessary to rise to this challenge. We will take a 1-minute break. We'll talk it over with Coach Mark Downey and then return with more on the Lexicon pregame show. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more from the Alathus Realty broadcast position. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in for Alathus Realty Russellville with an important question for you. How do you get top dollar when you're ready to sell your home? Well, I'd suggest trusting the professionals. You know, at Alathus Realty, they really are a seller's best friend because they have years of experience, knowledge, and they have a network of relationships that ensure that you get the most for your home. Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil One, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. Mr. Brake and Lube can work your vehicle pretty much bumper to bumper, plus complete auto glass service. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop.
Back on the Lexicon pregame show and visiting with Mark Downey, head coach of the Wonder Boys. Coach, you've spent a lot of time this week studying Minnesota State. What have you learned about the Mavericks?
Very talented. Their 2 brothers, their guards are long and can really make plays, and they all can shoot it. They're all pretty athletic, and they're just explosive. They can score in bunches and score pretty quick. And I don't know. You just watch tape and you don't know if they've seen someone like us and the way we defend. I'm sure they have, but we feel pretty confident in the way we can defend them. And if we can keep them off the glass and keep them out of transition, we might be able to give them the game. We'll see what we can do. But I'm excited to play. I'm excited to see where we're at. The great thing about this group is none of these guys are seniors. And if we can come up here and do some things this week and make some noise, we get all these guys back next year. So I'm excited about that.
The teams that do well this year, the ones that continue to improve week over week, what has been some of the emphasis in trying to get your guys better, both individually and collectively this week?
Just being us, getting Taylor and Peter back to being Taylor and Peter. That's been a big thing, but we've got to take care of the ball. Like I said, we can't let them get into transition. So we didn't shoot it particularly well in the conference tournament. We didn't have Taylor and Peter playing Taylor and Peter basketball. So hopefully we come up here and shoot the ball better and get Taylor going and give ourselves a chance to win. So, and again, be us. Guard, rebound, take care of the ball, make shots.
Thanks for the visit. Good luck.
I appreciate it, Sam. Thank you.
That is Mark Downey, head coach of the Wonder Boys. Back in just a moment with more here on the Lexicon pregame show. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
If you pay for your own health insurance or you're looking for coverage, do not go online for quotes. You'll get endless calls from call centers and they will not stop. Instead, call Becky, the health plan lady. She can provide sound advice for your health insurance needs. Her Freedom of Choice plans lets you pick your doctors. No deductibles, no copays, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. Call Becky at 479-886-2475 or go to healthplanlady.com.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day child care, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
It's the Lexicon pregame show. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and success. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more from the Alathus Realty broadcast position, which tonight is at the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota, where the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys will begin their 21st all-time national tournament appearance. The first 9 times the Wonder Boys went to the national tournament, it was at the NAIA level under the direction of head coach Sam Heinzman from 1950 through 1963, 9 appearances during those 14 seasons. Head coach Deward Dobson led the Wonder Boys back to the NAIA National Tournament in 1970. Head coach Marty Barnes led Arkansas Tech to the NAIA National Tournament in 1995 and 1996. Then, after the move to NCAA Division II, it was Mark Downey who gave the Wonder Boys their first 2 NCAA tournament appearances as their head coach in 2009 and 2010. His assistant then took over, Doug Carlskent, and Coach Carlskent led the Wonder Boys back to the NCAA tournament in each of the next 4 seasons, including 2 appearances right here at the Taylor Center in Mankato. Then Chad Klein had 2 NCAA tournament appearances as the Wonder Boys head coach in 2015 and 2017. And now Mark Downey, in the 4th season of his 2nd stint at Arkansas Tech, has the Wonder Boys back in the NCAA tournament and with the opportunity to take on the number 2 ranked team in the nation, Minnesota State, on its home floor here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the guests, the 8th-seeded Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, 25-6 overall. Mark Downey, in his 8th season at Arkansas Tech, has a record with the Wonder Boys of 135-93 in 17 seasons as a head coach overall. Coach Downey is 301-199. Nathan Kennedy is the assistant coach. The graduate assistant is Brent Bennett, and the character coach is Chris Russell. Starting at the guards, the Great American Conference Player of the Year and an All-Central Region selection, Taylon Peter, a 6'4" junior from Russellville, 19 points, 5.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.8 steals. Cade Schaefer, 6' junior, Russellville, 7.6 points, 2.4 rebounds, 4.7 assists. Cade has 146 assists this year. He needs 4 more to move into the top 10 for single-season assists in Arkansas Tech men's basketball history. The Great American Conference Tournament Most Valuable Player, Cassius Brooks, a 6' junior from Chicago, Illinois, 12.9 points, 3.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 1.5 steals. The forwards for Arkansas Tech are the Great American Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Josh Mitchell, a 6'8" junior from Tupelo, Mississippi, 5.7 points, 6 rebounds, and 1.7 blocked shots. And Tommy Camarad, an All-GAC selection and a selection to the All-GAC tournament team. Camarad, a 6'8" junior from Buford, Georgia, 12.3 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 1 blocked shot per game. Now the starters for the top-seeded and nationally second-ranked Minnesota State Mavericks, 29-2 on the season. Their head coach is Matt Morgenthaler. Morgenthaler, in 23 seasons at Minnesota State, has a record of 482 and 211. He is a 7-time Conference Coach of the Year, including this year in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, and he led the Mavericks to the NCAA Division II Final Four back in 2011. Starting at the guards for Minnesota State, Kyrese Willingham, 6'5 junior, Waseca, Minnesota, 14.3 points, 5.3 rebounds. His brother Malik Willingham, 6'3 senior, Waseca, Minnesota, the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference and Central Region Player of the Year. Malik Willingham, 19.1 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. The third guard is Elijah Hayskamp, a 6'5 graduate student and a transfer from Truman State. Hayskamp averages 10.1 points and 5.3 rebounds. He's out of Sioux City, Iowa. The fourth guard is Justin Egan's, a 6'3 junior from Downers Grove, Illinois. Egan's averages 12.6 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. The forward for Minnesota State is Dylan Peters, 6'8 graduate student, Eldridge, Iowa, 10.5 points, 7.1 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and 1.1 blocked shots. And as we bring Kelly Davis into the conversation, Kelly, it is going to be a great atmosphere here tonight in the Taylor Center. This is why these guys put in all those practices, all those weightlifting sessions. It was all about arriving at this moment, and now wearing their big game gold uniforms. Here it is.
Yeah, you just live in the moment. I mean, and I think Coach Downey said it right. You just have to take care of the ball because, you know, you look at the numbers as far as turnovers, you know, Minnesota State, they have almost 9 per game. We have 11.4, so it's very, very close. But the ones who can protect that ball, get some breaks off turnovers, get some, you know, easy layups, do a few things like that, I think may be a big difference in the game today. So we just have to keep playing our good, tough defense, you know, and let the chips fall where they may.
This is the 142nd postseason game in Arkansas Tech men's basketball history. The Wonder Boys have an all-time record of 88-53 in the postseason. That's a 62% winning percentage. The Wonder Boys are 19-22 all-time in national tournament play, but they've lost 5 consecutive games at the NCAA tournament. The Wonder Boys have not won a game in the NCAA tournament since the 2012 second round in Wichita Falls when they defeated Tarleton State 64-63. The Wonder Boys this evening trying for their first win over a nationally ranked opponent since 2017 when they beat UA Monticello, trying for their first win over a top 10 ranked team since 2013 when they beat Midwestern State. And they will have to take down the number 2 ranked team in the nation here tonight in Mankato, Minnesota, in order for the Arkansas Tech season to continue another day. It's the 25-6 Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys against the 29-2 Minnesota State Mavericks. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, this has been the Lexicon pregame show. We step aside for 30 seconds plus a station ID and then come back with the opening tip. This is Wonder Boys basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Well, the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take just a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. You know, every kind word you put online, those personal recommendations to your friends and family are appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to the business at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, but vital to making our community as great as it is. Special thanks from the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville. River Country, KCJC.
Very few empty seats at the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota, as we get ready for Arkansas Tech and Minnesota State in the first round of the 2024 NCAA Division II tournament. And it is a privilege to bring it to you tonight here on the EAB Sports Network. Again, the starters for Arkansas Tech: Taylon Peter, Cade Schaefer, Cassius Brooks, Josh Mitchell, and Tommy Camerad. For Minnesota State, it'll be Kyrese Willingham, Malik Willingham, along with Dylan Peters, Elijah Hayskamp, and Justin Egan's. As these two programs meet for just the second time, Minnesota State defeated Arkansas Tech 81-65 in the first round of the NCAA tournament back in 2013. Free throws were a big part of that game. The Mavericks were 18 of 25 from the free throw line that night, while the Wonder Boys were just 8 of 12. Jared Williamson had 27 points in his final game as a Wonder Boy in a losing effort that night here at the Taylor Center. And with that performance, Jared Williamson was able to complete his Arkansas Tech career with over 1,000 points. And now these two programs, 11 years later, meet again in the first round of the NCAA tournament with a spot in the regional semifinals tomorrow night on the line. It'll be Dylan Peters against Josh Mitchell for the opening tip. And Arkansas Tech's first NCAA tournament appearance in 7 years is underway with the Wonder Boys going on offense first. Arkansas Tech averages 73.5 points per game, shooting just over 46% from the field. The Wonder Boys 12th in the nation at three-point field goal percentage at 39%. Peters bounce pass into the post for Josh Mitchell. 16 to shoot, out to Schaefer, fakes left, goes right, picks up his dribble, gives to Camarad. Tommy dribbles left into the paint, stripped away and stolen. Justin Egan's with the steal for Minnesota State. And the Mavericks into the front court. Egan's picked up at the top of the key by Cassius Brooks. Passes right wing, received there by Kyrese Willingham. Bounce pass to Peters. Dylan Peters dribbles up to the wing. Give it back to Peters on a give and go. He zips it out. Left corner, three-pointer. Hayscamp is no good. Offensive rebound by Dylan Peters. Peters defended by Josh Mitchell. Throws it out right wing for Kyrese Willingham. Like his brother Malik, Kyrese, a first-team All-Northern Sun selection. Pass saved in bounds by Malik Willingham. Step back three by Egan's is short. Defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech by Cade Schaefer. We've played 1 minute, no score as of yet from the Taylor Center. And an illegal screen set by Arkansas Tech. It'll be a second consecutive turnover for the Wonder Boys to begin the game. And off the bench early for the Wonder Boys, it is Sean Cobb, a 6'7" junior forward from Williamston, Michigan, 5.2 points, 4.2 rebounds. He replaces Josh Mitchell, who was called for setting that moving screen. Mitchell's first and the team's first foul.
It was away from the ball, so I didn't see that one.
Top of the key, Dylan Peters with the basketball for Minnesota State, defended by Cobb. Handoff at the top for Malik Willingham. Willingham dribbles left. He averaged 23 points per game in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Tournament. Now he drives the baseline. The floater is up and no good, and Talon Peters sails in for the defensive rebound. Talon averaging 7.4 rebounds per game over his last 8. He dribbles on the right wing, throws it out front for Tommy Camarad. Camarad passes left wing for Cade Schaefer. Schaefer wants a ball screen from Sean Cobb. Cobb sets it. They switch. Schaefer leaves it on the left wing with Brooks. Cassius drives, got bumped and fouled by Justin Egan's. The foul on Justin Egan's will be his first. Team foul number 1, and Arkansas Tech will inbound the basketball from the baseline with 20 on the shot clock, 18-18 to go in the first half, and no score in this first round game from the NCAA tournament. Cade Schaefer to make the inbound pass to Cobb. Right back to Cade. Left corner, thought about a three. Instead, bounce pass to Talon Peter. Back out to Schaefer. He feeds in the low post for Cobb. Defender went for the steal, didn't get it. Cobb missed the layup, but makes the tip in. Sean Cobb cleans up his own mess with the tip in, and Arkansas Tech leads 2-0, 2 minutes into this one.
Good ball movement.
Malik Willingham across midcourt to his brother Kyrese, onto the right wing for Egan's. Three-pointer no good. Tip try by Peters no good. Sean Cobb clears the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. Outlet pass to Cade Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles to the top of the key. Feeds it left side for Talon Peter. Talon will try a jumper. It is no good. Rebound is collected by Justin Egan's of Minnesota State. Mavericks into the front court. 17:35 to go in the first half. And the Wonder Boys up by 2. Drive by Malik Willingham. Floater no good. There with the tip in is Elijah Hayscamp. Hayscamp had 12 points in their win over Minnesota Duluth in the Northern Sun Tournament Championship game. And he scores the first 2 points of this one for Minnesota State. And he ties the score at 2 apiece. Cassius Brooks with it on the right baseline. Defended by Egan's. Gives high post for Cobb. Out to the right wing for Cade Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles on the right wing. Leaves it on the right side for Cassius. Fakes the three. Drives to the baseline. Shoots over 2 defenders. It's short. No good. And Justin Egan's has the defensive rebound for Minnesota State. Mavericks push it into the front court. Handoff right side for Hayscamp. Back out front for Malik Willingham. Willingham 7th in their league in scoring at 19.1 per game. They feed it down low for Kyrese Willingham, and Tommy Camerad rejects him at the rim. Sean Cobb with the defensive rebound. Schaefer pulls up for three. It is no good off the back lip. Offensive rebound, Camerad hands it back to Cade. Cade will dribble to the top of the key. Pass on the left side for Talon Peter. Peter drives, gets to the rim, gets absolutely hammered, taken to the floor. No whistle, ball out of bounds. And they're going to say, last touch by Arkansas Tech.
Well, if they're going to let them play like that, it may be a little tough on the inside.
16:33 to go in the first half. The Wonder Boys and the Mavericks tied at 2 in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Mercy.
Dribbling on the right wing, Malik Willingham gives it up top of the key for Elijah Hayskamp. Hayskamp back to Malik Willingham. He drives, splits a double team, shoots from 10 feet, and scores. Malik Willingham with his first 2 points of the night. 16:15 to go first half, and Minnesota State has its first lead at 4-2. Schaefer goes left, passes on the wing for Talon. Talon passed up a three, dribbles right to the free throw line, stops there. Now he's looking for help, throws it out front for his buddy Cade Schaefer. The two Russellville High School graduates. Schaefer drives, layup good, high off the window and through for Cade Schaefer. Schaefer's first bucket of the night. 15:55 to go in the first half, and the score is tied at 4 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Egan's gives inside the lane for Peters. He goes to the basket and lays it in. Dylan Peters banks it home. His first 2 points. 3 different Mavericks have 2 points apiece, and they lead it 6-4. Cade Schaefer dribbles to the right wing. Cobb slips a screen, goes to post up, pass out on the right side for Talon Peter. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer drives into the lane, gets to the rim, floats, misses the layup. Cobb fights for the offensive rebound, but cannot control it off of Cobb's foot, out of bounds. And the basketball will belong to Minnesota State when we return to the Taylor Center. 15 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. Minnesota State 6, Arkansas Tech 4. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Well, Kelly, when you're coming into a game like this, you're trying to imagine any advantage your side might have. The Wonder Boys won their conference tournament on Sunday. Minnesota State has been idle since Tuesday, March the 5th, and I know we were kind of hoping maybe they'd come out a little rusty for the first segment of the game. We can go ahead and wipe that away. The Mavericks are ready to go.
Well, when you're 29-2, you're probably not going to let a few days off bother you, I'm sure.
Malik Willingham into the front court. He made 13 three-pointers in 3 games at their conference tournament. He gets it back down low, tries a layup. It is rejected. Brady Williams had the feed, and Malik Willingham's layup rejected. Arkansas Tech the other way. Ahead to Camerad. He is blocked at the rim by Kyrese Willingham. And then after Tommy got his own rebound, a whistle and a foul against Minnesota State. They've got 2 new faces in the game. In is Malcolm Jones. He's the player who picks up the foul. Malcolm Jones is a 6'8" sophomore forward from Prior Lake, Minnesota. 4.8 points and 3.9 rebounds. The other new face for Minnesota State is Brady Williams, 6'7" junior forward. Iota, Minnesota, 6.6 points and 4.4 rebounds per game as Tommy Camerad makes the first free throw. Tommy now 22 out of 23 from the free throw line over his last 6 games. Came in over his last 5, averaging 16.6 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.6 blocked shots per game, shooting 54% from the field over that 5-game span. He makes both free throws. 15:03 to go in the first half, and it is tied at 6 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Top of the key dribble by Malik Willingham. Goes right, Cobb hedges. Pass into the corner for Kyrese Willingham. Three-pointer is good for Kyrese Willingham. A career 35% three-point shooter and a first-team All-Northern Sun performer. Kyrese Willingham gives Minnesota State a 9-6 lead. 14:41 to go in the first half. Cade Schaefer defended out front by another new face. We'll get him properly introduced in a moment as Talon Peter has it taken away from him by Kyrese Willingham, and Minnesota State will go the other way. Harrison Broadus is in for Minnesota State, a 6'2 junior guard from Overland Park, Kansas. He averages 5.6 points per game as Sean Cobb rebounds a missed shot by Minnesota State. Going the other way, Cassius Brooks lays it in. First 2 points of the night for the GAC Tournament Most Valuable Player, and the Cassius Brooks layup cuts the Minnesota State lead down to 9-8. Dribbling on the right wing, Malik Willingham, guarded by Cade Schaefer. Malcolm Jones sets a screen. He goes to post up. Now a drive, layup try. Brady Williams no good. Fight for the rebound. Cade Schaefer wins it. 2-on-2 the other way. Cade goes into the lane, kicks it out to the trailer, Talon Peter. He gives to Camarad, fakes the three, dribbles right. Wide open 15-foot jumper is good for Tommy Camarad. Tommy's got 4 points, 13:47 to go in the first half, and Arkansas Tech is back in the lead, 10-9.
Just keep playing that great defense.
Malik Willingham guarded out front by Cassius Brooks. Gets a ball screen from Harrison Broadus. Goes left, gives it up on the wing for Brady Williams. Back it goes to Malik Willingham, guarded by Schaefer now. Shot clock at 13. Malik Willingham lobs it cross court. Dangerous pass deflected by Talon Peter. It's saved by Kyrese Willingham. 6 to shoot. He drives, and they're going to call a foul against Arkansas Tech. Looked like Tommy Camarad had a clean strip, but Cade Schaefer got him with the body. It is Schaefer's first. It is team foul number 2 against Arkansas Tech. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Kyrese Willingham, a career 65% free throw shooter. Kyrese Willingham averaged 18.3 points per game in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Tournament. He was 59% from the field over the span of those 3 games. He misses the first free throw. Kyrese Willingham, appearing in his 87th game for the Mavericks, came in with 990 career points. The Mavericks have 4 active players who have scored more than 1,000 career points, and Kyrese Willingham will soon make that 5. He makes the second free throw, goes 1 out of 2, and with 13:20 to go in the first half, the score is tied at 10 apiece. Dribbling on the right wing, Cade Schaefer feeds at the high post for Tommy Camarad. He tries to get it down low to Talon. Pass gets to Talon. Talon goes up, layup no good. Defensive rebound by Brady Williams of Minnesota State. And Malik Willingham will bring it up for the Mavericks. Willingham leads their league in assists at 4.4 per game. On the right side, he's trapped. Gets able to get rid of it to Malcolm Jones. Jones goes to the rim, can't finish the layup. Talon Peter with the rebound. Outlet for Cassius Brooks. Fast break opportunity. Cassius misses the layup as he was double teamed by the Willingham brothers, and Minnesota State out of there with the defensive rebound. Into the front court come the Mavericks.
A lot of bodies hitting the floor, no whistles.
Dribbling at the top of the key, it is Harrison Broadus. Broadus defended by Cobb, gives left side to Malik Willingham. Willingham guarded by Cassius Brooks. Wonder Boys run a double team at Willingham. He's in trouble, able to get out of there with a pass to his brother Kyrese. Kyrese Willingham drives, gives right side. Broadus for 3, in and out, no good. And Talon Peter with the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys into the front court. Arkansas Tech out rebounding Minnesota State 12-8 so far. The Wonder Boys are 4 of 13 from the field, 31%. Minnesota State 4 of 15, 27%. Drive by Cade Schaefer, lost it out of bounds as he never got a clean handle, and he took the handoff from Sean Cobb. And the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys are guilty of their 4th turnover. Changes for Minnesota State will reset their lineup as Dylan Peters returns. It'll be Harrison Broadus now at point guard. Justin Egan is back in for the Mavericks. Brady Williams is in the contest, as is Elijah Hayskamp. In for Arkansas Tech is Braden Tanner, 6'1 freshman guard from Dardanelle, averaging 3.8 points per game. Drive by Egan's, floater in the lane from 8 feet, up and good for Justin Egan's. Egan's first 2 points of the night, 11:45 to go in the first half, and Minnesota State regains the lead at 12-10.
Yep, made that one look too easy there.
Braden Tanner, a 40% shooter from three-point range this year, gives right wing to Tommy Camarad. Now out front for Cade Schaefer. Schaefer guarded by Hayskamp, steps back for 3, got it! Nothing but net from the top of the key for Cade Schaefer, and with 11:24 to go in the first half, Arkansas Tech leads 13-12 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Broadus hands it off top of the key for Dylan Peters. Peters dribbles right, hands it off to Justin Egan's. Egan's gives it back to Peters going to the basket. He collides with Braden Tanner, loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll belong to Arkansas Tech when we return to the Taylor Center. 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first half. Arkansas Tech 13, Minnesota State 12. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, it's a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along. Mike, it is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Burris at Into Market reminds you that the new year is like spring, a season of change. And if your office furniture hasn't changed in a while or you need a total office remodel, Into Market provides expert advice to give you inspiration, plus products ranging from quality, sophisticated furniture to more economical products for the builder, homeowner, architect, or designer. Into Market is your local dealer that offers professional furniture installation and delivery. Into Market, your make your office like new plus more store.
Kelly, the postseason is oftentimes about which team can get the most possessions, and so far the Wonder Boys with a +4 rebound margin. Coach Downey's got to be really happy about that.
Well, they're giving them just a lot of one-shot opportunities so far, so that's good. So, a lot of rebounding, a lot of opportunities to go down and maybe get some fast break points, but Mavericks are pretty quick.
Talon Peter with the ball in the left wing as Josh Mitchell is checked back in for Arkansas Tech in place of Sean Cobb. Schaefer sees a seam, got bumped by Broadus, tries a fadeaway jumper and got it. Cade Schaefer from 10 feet on the left baseline with 10:51 left in the first half gives Arkansas Tech a 3-point lead at 15-12. This is the largest margin that Arkansas Tech has enjoyed so far. In fact, it's the largest margin. It matches the largest margin that either team has enjoyed. Broadus from the right baseline tries to match Schaefer, cannot. Defensive rebound by Tommy Camarad of Arkansas Tech. Long outlet for Talon. He lays it up and in. Talon Peter with the transition bucket for his first 2 points of the night. Arkansas Tech has scored the last 7 points to take a 17-12 lead as we near the midpoint of the first half. Harrison Broadus dribbles on the right wing for Minnesota State. Gives it up on the baseline for Dylan Peters. He finds, cutting to the basket, Brady Williams. Williams blows the slam dunk, but they call a foul against Arkansas Tech. The foul is going to be on Talon Peter. It is Talon's first. It is team foul number 3 against Arkansas Tech, and it will result in 2 free throws for Brady Williams, a career 70% free throw shooter.
Sure looked like he missed that dunk all by himself. Didn't need any help.
Williams averaged 8 points per game during the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Tournament. On the year, averaging 6.6 points per contest. He misses the first free throw. Minnesota State, 1 of 3 from the line so far. The Mavericks shooting 75% from the free throw line on the season, which ranks 6th in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. A second try forthcoming for Brady Williams. He's been in double figures 7 times this year, including 11 points against Minnesota Duluth in their conference tournament championship game. He makes the second free throw. 10-10 to go first half, and the Arkansas Tech lead is 17-13. Wonder Boys into the front court, now 7 of 16 from the field, 44%. Talon zips it down low for Tommy Camarad. Camarad throws it back out to Schaefer. Cade Schaefer's had the hot hand early on. He's got 7 points. Hands it off right wing for Tommy Camarad, 13 to shoot. Tommy dribbles to the left elbow, picks it up, throws it back out to Cade, 8 to shoot. Schaefer defended by Harrison Broadus, goes left, got a pick from Mitchell, on to Camarad. Tommy from 16 feet, too strong. Defensive rebound by Dylan Peters of Minnesota State. Mavericks over the timeline. Justin Egan's with the basketball, goes right. Josh Mitchell pushed him out of bounds. Foul on Josh Mitchell will be his second. And Sean Cobb will check back in place of Mitchell here at the 9:34 mark of the first half. Sean Cobb and Cassius Brooks return for Arkansas Tech, replacing Josh Mitchell and Braden Tanner for Minnesota State. Brady Williams and Harrison Broadus check out. They are replaced by Minnesota State's 2 first-team all-conference players, the Willingham brothers out of Waseca, Minnesota, Kyrese and Malik. Top of the key, Malik Willingham on the dribble, guarded by Cassius Brooks. Throws it underneath the basket for Dylan Peters. Bad pass, stolen by Cade Schaefer. Arkansas Tech the other way with Minnesota State's 3rd turnover of the game. Brooks with it on the right wing. Between the legs dribble, guarded by Malik Willingham. Cobb comes out. Hand off to him, now to Cade Schaefer. Wonder Boys will reset with 16 on the timer. Schaefer gets a ball screen from Cobb, hands it off to Talon Peter. Talon wants to get downhill. Kyrese Willingham won't let him. Throws it back out to Schaefer. 7 to shoot. Cade drives, layup try is blocked, rebounded by Dylan Peters after the block by Justin Egan's. In transition to Hayscamp, he got too far underneath the basket, out to Malik Willingham, three-pointer no good, rebound tipped all the way out near midcourt, and Egan's controls the loose ball for Minnesota State. Cross court to Hayscamp, gets a step, gets into the lane, shoots over Cobb, no good, offensive rebound, Dylan Peters, stripped away from him, and Cade Schaefer takes the loose ball. Arkansas Tech into the front court. Cassius Brooks with it on the right wing. 8:31 to go in the first half, and the Wonder Boys lead by 4 in the first round of the NCAA tournament in Mankato, Minnesota. On the Mavericks' home floor, Camarad for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Sean Cobb. It's stripped away from him, loose ball in the paint, and controlled by Elijah Hayscamp of Minnesota State. Mavericks the other way. Ahead for Peters. His layup is good. Dylan Peters able to gather that one very close to the basket and then lay it in. 8:08 to go in the half, and the Arkansas Tech lead is 17 to 15.
Cannot give them fast break points.
Into the front court come the Wonder Boys, looking for their first bucket in more than 2 minutes. Talon Peter on the left wing. They run a double team at him. Bounce pass is kicked. It is kicked by Malik Willingham, and yes, I do wish that official had been in Pittsburgh, Kansas on March 12th, 2016. And it takes us to a timeout on the floor. 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the first half. Arkansas Tech 17, Minnesota State 15 from the Alathus Realty broadcast position. We step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kelly, the Wonder Boys are 13-1 this season when they hold their opponent below 40% shooting from the field. If you could tell us, what is Minnesota State's field goal percentage so far?
Oh, right now it is 30% straight up.
Talon Peter will make the inbound pass for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys leading 17 to 15, 7:51 to go in the first half. From the first round of the NCAA Tournament Central Regional at the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota, the Wonder Boys making their first NCAA Tournament appearance since 2017, trying for their first win in the NCAA Tournament since 2012. The Wonder Boys have lost 5 in a row in the NCAA Tournament, but off to a good start here tonight in Mankato. Inbound pass will now be made by Talon Peter. Talon Peter, Sean Cobb, Braden Tanner, Cassius Brooks, and Tommy Camarad are the 5 out of the timeout. Talon to make the inbound pass under the watch of Kyrese Willingham. Gets it into Cassius Brooks. Brooks guarded by Justin Egan's. Shot clock at 16. Cassius bounce pass to the high post for Cobb. Here comes Tommy. Takes the handoff. Dribbles right. 18-footer short. Defensive rebound by Kyrese Willingham of Minnesota State.
Well, it was short because he got hit on the arm.
Malik Willingham goes to the right side. Goes down the baseline. Shoots over 2 defenders and scores. Malik Willingham with that bucket now has 4 points on the evening. 7:26 to go in the opening half, and Minnesota State has scored the last 5 points to tie it up at 17 apiece. Cassius Brooks, defended by Egan's, gets downhill. Layup try is good for Cassius Brooks. 4 points for Cassius. 7:11 to go in the half, and Arkansas Tech regains the lead at 19-17. Right side on the dribble, Malik Willingham, guarded by Sean Cobb. Picks up his dribble, throws it cross court for Kyrese Willingham. Into the corner for Hayscamp. Hayscamp gives to Egan's. Shot clock at 14. Braden Tanner, the on-ball defender. Egan's steps back for 3, got it. Justin Egan's with the three-pointer from the left wing. He is a 40% shooter from beyond the arc for his career, and Minnesota State leads it 20-19, 6:41 to go in the half. Brooks gives in the corner for Tanner. Braden dribbles left up to the wing. He's guarded by Elijah Hayscamp. Hands it off to Cassius Brooks. Minnesota State has been man-to-man so far. They showed some zone on tape. Brooks gets to the free throw line. 14-foot jumper, no good. Talen's tip try, no good. The rebound is out of bounds off Minnesota State. Dylan Peters will check back in for Minnesota State. Cade Schaefer checks back in for the Wonder Boys. Braden Tanner is out for Arkansas Tech, and Malcolm Jones will take a seat for the Mavericks.
Let's get us another bucket here. Good shot.
Cade Schaefer will throw it in. Cade with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals so far. Gets it into Sean Cobb. Cobb with it on the right baseline, defended by Dylan Peters. He's going to work on Peters one-on-one. Spin move, goes up with the right-handed jump hook off the window, and good for Sean Cobb. 4 points and 5 rebounds for Sean Cobb. A rare opportunity here tonight for his parents to watch him in person. They made the trip over from Michigan, and they just watched their son give Arkansas Tech a 21-20 lead with 6 minutes left in the first half. Malik Willingham feeds in the paint for Peters. Slam dunk. Dylan Peters with the slam dunk as a defensive breakdown for Arkansas Tech, a rare one, and Minnesota State regains the lead at 22-21. And just like that, the Mavericks' field goal percentage is up to 39%.
Yep, can't give them easy shots like that.
They've made 4 of their last 5 tries from the field. Cade Schaefer, defended by Malik Willingham, dribbles right. Schaefer still with his dribble, 10 to shoot, hands it off to Talon Peter. Peter dribbles right, defended by Kyrese Willingham. Backs it out, gives to Cade. Cade will try a 3. It is good with the shot clock at 2. Cade Schaefer hits his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 10 points. It's the 13th time in his Arkansas Tech career that Cade Schaefer has reached double figures in scoring, and he has given Arkansas Tech a 24-22 lead with 5:09 to go in the first half, and another foul against an Arkansas Tech post player out well beyond the three-point arc as the Wonder Boys hedging on those screens, trying to take away the drive from Malik Willingham, but it's also cost him 2 fouls now. One on Josh Mitchell, this one on Sean Cobb. It is Cobb's first. It is team foul number 5, and the Mavericks will throw it in from the near sideline with 20 on the shot clock, 5:09 left in the half, and the Wonder Boys in the lead, 24-22.
Yeah, if you notice, both hedge fouls have been over here on the sideline.
And on this occasion, it cost us a piece of the scorer's table on this side, or the press row table on this side, as it has popped the padding loose.
It'll be fine. It won't affect the game whatsoever.
Justin, well, they're working on it like it's going to. One of the game officials is trying to pop it back in place right now. Malik Willingham, Justin Egan's, Dylan Peters, Kyrese Willingham.
Kyrese even came over and said, well, don't worry about that. Let's play.
And Elijah Hayskamp are the 5 for Minnesota State. Cade Schaefer, Cassius Brooks, Sean Cobb, Trey Allen, and Talon Peter for Arkansas Tech. Trey is a 6'1 sophomore guard from Russellville. Peters loses his balance going to the basket, tried an off-balance layup try, and just some bad luck there for the Wonder Boys. He got a piece
of a travel.
He got a piece of Sean Cobb's fingertip on the way out of bounds. And so the basketball will stay with Minnesota State with 12 on the timer and 5:01 left in the half. Arkansas Tech leading 24-22.
Not as quiet as hitting the ground and rolling 3 times.
But mentioned Trey Allen is in for the Wonder Boys, averaging 2 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. He had a career-high 8 points against Southern Nazarene in the GAC Tournament Championship game on Sunday. All 8 of those points came in the second half. Fadeaway jumper, no good for Egan's. Defensive rebound, Arkansas Tech. Sean Cobb gathered the loose ball. Sean Cobb with his 6th rebound. Arkansas Tech is +4 on the glass, and with 4:43 to go in the first half, the Wonder Boys have the ball up by 2. Cade Schaefer, right wing dribble, throws it out front for Cassius Brooks. Cassius with 4 points so far, goes left, defended by Hayskamp, backs him down, wants to go with the spin move. Pivots, pass deflected by Kyrese Willingham into the Minnesota State bench.
So much contact.
Arkansas Tech will throw it in from the far sideline with 5 on the shot clock. It'll be Talon Peter to throw it in. Talon has 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 blocked shots thus far. Throws it to the rim for Cobb. Cobb is fouled. Sean Cobb going up to receive the pass was fouled by Justin Egan's.
His second.
It is team foul number 3 on the Mavericks. And the Wonder Boys now will have 20 seconds on the shot clock. Harrison Broaddus up off the bench. He will replace Justin Egan's, and that may be the last we see of Egan's, who is a second-team All-Northern Sun selection. May we not see him now until the second half. 4:26 left in the first half. Schaefer gets it in left corner for Cassius. He'll try a 3. It is good. Nothing but net from the left corner for Cassius Brooks. The Wonder Boys are 4 out of 7 from downtown. 4:19 to go in the half, and it's a 5-point lead for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys on a 6-0 run. They stripped it away. Loose ball saved by Kyrese Willingham. Hayskamp 3 good. Elijah Hayskamp with the 3-pointer from the left side off a scrambled situation. And Coach Downey reminds his point guard, Cade Schaefer, we don't have to get in too big of a hurry here. He wants the Wonder Boys to run their stuff.
Work the ball, get a good shot.
3:51 left in the half. Wonder Boys by 2 in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The winner to the regional semifinals tomorrow night here at the Taylor Center in Mankato. Brooks drives the baseline, reverse layup, good for Cassius Brooks. He's got 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting, and timeout is called. 3:37 to go in the half. Timeout taken by Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys lead it 29-25. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
I'm a teacher. I am a banker.
3 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first half. From the first round of the NCAA tournament in Mankato, Minnesota, Arkansas Tech leading 29-25. The Wonder Boys are
55,000 fans having a good time. 385 with a deadly secret. Meth kills more Arkansans per year than cocaine and heroin combined. Help stop this epidemic before it's too late. Choose your natural state. Choose me over meth.
Three minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Arkansas Tech 29, Minnesota State 25. The 5 for Arkansas Tech following the timeout are Cade Schaefer, Cassius Brooks, Talon Peter, Tommy Camarad, and Sean Cobb. Harrison Broadus, Kyrese Willingham, Malik Willingham, Dylan Peters, and Elijah Hayscamp for Minnesota State. The 8th-seeded Wonder Boys with the lead late in the first half over the top-seeded and regional host Minnesota State. Broadus with it on the right baseline. Gives it up there for Kyrese Willingham. He wants to work on Brooks. Takes him to the rim. Layup try, no good. Sean Cobb, the help defender, forced the miss and rebounded it. And the Wonder Boys go the other way, up by 4. 3:12 to go in the half.
Just keep working your offense.
Schaefer dribbles on the right wing. Feeds it at the right elbow for Tommy Camarad. Cross-court pass for Brooks. Cassius drives into the lane, gives it up to Cobb. Sean lost the handle, trying to get it back. It's taken away from him, though, by Malik Willingham. And here come the Mavericks. 2:54 left in the half. Broadus feeds it to Peters. Peters going to the rim. Looked like Cassius Brooks had it tied up, but they're going to call Cassius for a foul on the reach-in.
Boy, that's, man, jump ball all the way.
Cassius called for his first personal foul, team foul number 6. And to pour a little bit of salt in the wound, they're going to say that Dylan Peters was in the act of shooting and award him 2 free throws.
Sure they are.
Peters, a career 71% free throw shooter. The first of 2 is on its way and good for Peters. He played for 4 years at Truman State. He's in his first year as a graduate transfer at Minnesota State. Came in with 1,181 career points, 840 career rebounds. This is his 141st game at the collegiate level. Dylan Peters' second try is also good. 2:51 left in the half, and it's 29-27. A 2-point lead for Arkansas Tech in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Right wing, Cassius Brooks gives it up out front for Tommy Camarad. Feed on the left wing for Cade Schaefer. Schaefer floats it toward the rim. Tommy being held by Hayscamp. Can't get to the pass. It's out of bounds off Arkansas Tech.
Man.
The Wonder Boys commit their 7th turnover, and the basketball belongs to Minnesota State. It'll be Malik Willingham to bring it up for the Mavericks. Willingham has scored 20 or more points in a game 14 times this year. He only has 4 points so far this afternoon. Harrison Broadus with it on the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Cobb hedges on the screen, forcing him to pass to Malik Willingham. The floater is no good. Peter gets collided with, can't get the rebound as a result. Out to Kyrese Willingham. Three-pointer good. Kyrese Willingham with his second three-pointer. He has 7 points, and with 2:10 remaining in the half, Minnesota State has regained the lead at 30-29. The Mavericks right now are on a run of 8-2. Right side, Cassius, three-pointer on the way, no good. Defensive rebound, Dylan Peters. 1:53 left in the half. Got a hold on right now. Peters to the rim, layup, no good. Whistle foul on Arkansas Tech. The foul on the Wonder Boys is going to be on Tommy Camerad. It's his first, team foul number 7. And Minnesota State going back to the free throw line, where they are 4 out of 6 so far. Dylan Peters with 8 points and 5 rebounds so far this afternoon. Averaged 7 points and 8.7 rebounds per game in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference Tournament. He makes the first free throw. Peters 6th in their conference in rebounds, tied for 5th in the Northern Sun in blocked shots. He has 5 double-doubles this year. And with that first free throw, he now has 9 points this afternoon, shooting for his 10th. It is on its way. And for Dylan Peters, it is good. Dylan Peters into double figures in scoring for the 17th time this year. And Minnesota State has opened up a 3-point lead at 32-29. Arkansas Tech could stand for a basket right here. Pass to Cade Schaefer, top of the key, dribbles right, hands it off to Cassius Brooks. Brooks bounce pass to Sean Cobb. Cobb finds Tommy down low, layup up and good. When the Wonder Boys need a bucket, they go to that play right there, and it works almost every time. Tommy Camerad with the layup, 32-31 Minnesota State.
It's a really good screen that time.
Malik Willingham dribbles on the right side. Double teamed, gives it up to the open man, Dylan Peters. They swing it left side for Broadus. Three-pointer is short. Rebound tipped around. Brooks with it. Ahead to Talon Peter. One-on-one against Hayskamp. Goes to the rim, gets to the front of the cup, and lays it in. Talon Peter has 4 points. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the half. And Arkansas Tech is back in the lead, 33-32.
Let's get a stop here.
Right wing Malik Willingham, double teamed. Gives it up to Dylan Peters. Now to Broadus. Broadus drives, feeds Peters. Peters shoots over 2 defenders and scores. Dylan Peters has 12 points. 50 seconds left in the half, and Minnesota State leads 34-33. Over the timeline, Cade Schaefer hands it off to Cassius Brooks. Now Talon Peter takes the basketball. Talon dribbles left, gets downhill, gets to the rim, fakes the shot, leans in, goes up for the layup try, blocked by Kyrese Willingham, rebounded by Willingham. 4-on-3 to Malik Willingham, layup no good, rebound, Arkansas Tech. Cassius sidesteps a defender, gives to Talon Peter. Peter, no look pass to Schaefer, layup good. Cade Schaefer with the transition layup, and Arkansas Tech leads 35-34 with 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Into the front court, Malik Willingham. They run a blitz at him. He passes right side to Peters. Peters drives, layup good. 3 seconds left in the half. Inbound pass to Talon, and that is how the first half will come to an end with the score in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State 36 and Arkansas Tech 35. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 3 minutes. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? Duvall's Affordable Portable Buildings has been serving the River Valley for 7 years and counting. Right now, get 5% off Burnett Affordable Buildings and 20% off C&H carports for barns, sheds, carports, and more. Let Duvall's Affordable Portable Buildings create the extra space you need without breaking the bank. Visit Duvall'sAffordablePortableBuilding.com or just stop by 4151 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville. And don't forget to ask about the $50 referral.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems, as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services, so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
It is halftime from the first round of the NCAA Division II tournament in Mankato, Minnesota, and our score at halftime is nationally second-ranked Minnesota State 36 and Arkansas Tech 35. Here are the numbers at the intermission. Arkansas Tech is 15 of 31, 48% from the field, including 3 of 7, 43% from three-point range, and Arkansas Tech has made both of its free throws. Minnesota State 13 of 32 from the field, 41%, including 4 out of 10 from three-point range, and the Mavericks are 6 of 8 at the free throw line. Arkansas Tech a 19-16 rebounding edge. The Wonder Boys have 5 assists and 7 turnovers. Minnesota State with 7 assists and 3 turnovers. Individual leaders, first for Minnesota State, Dylan Peters has 14 points and 5 rebounds. He's 5 of 5 from the field and 4 out of 4 at the free throw line. 7 points for Kyrese Willingham. Elijah Hayskamp and Justin Egan's have 5 points apiece. Malik Willingham has 4 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Malik Willingham has 3 assists so far. 1 point for Brady Williams of Minnesota State. Arkansas Tech led in scoring by Cade Schaefer, who is 5 of 8 from the field, including 2 of 3 from three-point range. 12 points and 2 steals in that first half for Cade Schaefer. Cassius Brooks has 9 points and 2 rebounds for Arkansas Tech. Tommy Camarad with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocked shots. Sean Cobb has 4 points and 7 rebounds. Cobb's 7 rebounds lead all players in the game so far. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocked shots for Talon Peter. Braden Tanner and Trey Allen and Josh Mitchell have also appeared in the game for Arkansas Tech. Minnesota State leading 36-35. And Kelly, as you have a chance to look over that box score, what jumps out at you?
Well, just like Coach Downey said before the game ever started, you got to protect the ball and take care of it. Minnesota State has a 9-2 advantage on points from turnovers. So that's one of the big differences in the game right now. The other thing, we're just not getting to the free throw line. A lot of opportunities to on both ends. Probably, I mean, they're letting them play, and they're calling it the same on both ends. But a lot of opportunities for the Wonder Boys, especially on the inside, where they're not calling it that closely as far as any contact. We've only been to the line twice, and they've been there 8 times, made 6 free throws. So those two things pop out right now as a big difference in this game.
It is halftime in the first round of the NCAA tournament from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota. The score is Minnesota State 36 and Arkansas Tech 35. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 3 minutes. This is Wonder Boys basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? Shannon Yarborough loves her work with residential customers.
I work with all the residential customers. I organize and schedule their roofs. I love logistics. Problem solving. I love the atmosphere about working at Miller Roofing Company. It's a great company, and I love working with the people.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
At Philwright Autoplex, we understand the importance of supporting our local community and schools, which is why we strive to be a trusted dealership in the River Valley for almost a half a century. Our Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory is constantly updated to ensure that we offer the latest models at the best value for your budget. We understand that buying a vehicle can be a stressful experience. That's why our team is here to help, not pressure. Philwright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40 in Russellville. Or online 24/7, philwright.com.
The real deal wood smoke barbecue over at Ridgewood Brothers. As we are in a new year, new hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. New hours at Ridgewood Brothers, Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3 for lunch and 4 to 8 for dinner, or until they sell out. 803 West Main Place in Russellville, right behind Newton's Pharmacy, or place your order right there on their Facebook page. The real deal, True Blue Wood Smoke Barbecue, Ridgewood Brothers.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do, things you need to get finished, and equipment to move. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. Family owned and operated. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor. Robert and all the staff are there to take great care of you. From the sales department to parts, service, all over, you can count on River Valley Tractor. 702 Weir Road in Russellville, River Valley Tractor.
Hello, this is David Harrison of R&R Tire Express. As we enjoy this holiday with friends and family, let's all remember the wonderful gift God gave us. $5 and an empty egg will get you started on any set of wheels or tires. Your eggs will be filled with candy. Your $5 and the eggs will be donated to provide a great Easter for families in your area. May God bless you and your family from all of us at R&R Tire Express.
Nominate a deserving family now by texting R&R to 43414. That's R&R to 43414. R&R on East Parkway Drive, Russellville.
Halftime from the first round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State 36, Arkansas Tech 35. This is the third of 4 games here today at the NCAA tournament Central Regional. Earlier today in game 1, it was the number 3 seed Minnesota Duluth defeating the number 6 seed Fort Hays State 59-58. And Kelly, that was the ultimate heartbreak in that one for Fort Hays State.
Oh, Fort Hays, they just had very last play. I think they missed maybe 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 free throws. They're very late in the game. And then just a mental breakdown or a defensive breakdown, let them go all the way down, make a easy, just an unassisted layup as the red stripes lit up on the scoreboard and the backboard.
And then in game number 2, it was Northwest Missouri State. And if you're not familiar with Division II men's basketball, Northwest Missouri State is still in the midst of one of the great dynasties in the history of college basketball at any level. And we saw evidence of why the Bearcats have been so successful with 4 national championships in the last 7 years, as in game 2, it was number 2 seed Northwest Missouri State 73 and Southwest Minnesota State 43. And so it will be in the first regional semifinal tomorrow at 5 p.m. It'll be Minnesota Duluth against Northwest Missouri State. The second regional semifinal will be at 7:30 tomorrow night, and that will pit the winner of this game between Arkansas Tech and Minnesota State against either Minnesota State Moorhead or Pittsburgh State. Those two sides will play the late game here tonight at 7:30 at the Taylor Center. And so it is down to win or go home time. The next time you lose a game, your season is over, and that's the case regardless of your seed, regardless of your record. You've got to win to keep going, and the Wonder Boys and the Mavericks trying to do exactly that here at the Taylor Center. Coming up also tonight at 7:30, back much closer to home at the Sawyer Center in Bethany, Oklahoma, in the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Tournament, the Central Regional, a second-round matchup tonight there at 7:30 this evening, as it'll be Southern Nazarene against Harding University. The two sides that were 1 and 2 in the Great American Conference this year in women's basketball will meet in the regional semifinals tonight at 7:30, and you can listen to live coverage of that game at hardingsports.com. NCAAbasketball.com with our good friends Billy Morgan and Scott Good. We've still got 20 minutes left in this one. Minnesota State so far this season has won 14 games here at the Taylor Center. They are 14-0 here in this facility. And the Mavericks overall have won 16 in a row here at home. And so far this year, when Minnesota State leads at halftime, the Mavericks are undefeated. They are 22-0 when they lead at the half. The Wonder Boys have come back from a halftime deficit to win 5 times, including twice last week at the GAC tournament. We'll find out what happens in 3 minutes. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network. Here we go with the second half from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota. Minnesota State with the basketball and a 36-35 lead over Arkansas Tech as they wind the clock into motion. Right side, Justin Egan's with it for the Mavericks. Bounce pass out front for Hayskamp. Right back to Egan's. He goes right. Wonder Boys open in a 2-3 zone. Malik Willingham, three-pointer good. Malik Willingham with the three-pointer from the right side. Minnesota State now 5 out of 11 from downtown, and Minnesota State leads 39-35, 19:38 to go. Feed down low for Josh Mitchell. Mitchell receives the basketball underneath the basket, throws it out to Talon. Peter fakes the three, drives, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell's layup rejected by Dylan Peters and rebounded by Justin Egan's. Into the front court come the Mavericks. Cross-court pass for Hayskamp very nearly took out their head coach, Morgenthaler, as it very nearly missed the intended target and hit Morgenthaler, but he was very glad that one of his players caught that basketball.
Absolutely.
Now they give it at the high post for Kyrie Willingham. Feed down low to his brother, Malik. Malik dribbles out of trouble, out to the left wing, shot clock at 9. Malik Willingham guarded by Cassius Brooks, goes right. Talon picks him up on a switch. Shot clock at 3. Malik Willingham three-pointer off to the right, no good. Defensive rebound, Cade Schaefer. Here come the Wonder Boys down by 4 with 18:53 remaining. Cade Schaefer goes right, passes in the corner for Brooks. Cassius tries to drive the baseline, cut off. Now he's in trouble. He's picked up his dribble, pivoting, throws it out for Mitchell, deflected. Loose ball stolen by Dylan Peters, and Peters is fouled in transition by Josh Mitchell. It is Mitchell's third. It is team foul number 1 this half, and the basketball belongs to Minnesota State.
They'll have to get him out.
Josh Mitchell out, Sean Cobb in. And Dylan Peters will make the inbound pass for Minnesota State.
Of course, that contact is no worse than what you see on the inside. So outside, they're going to call it. Inside, let it go.
Wonder Boys have got to hang on to the rope right now. Minnesota State can score in bunches, as Coach Downey warned us on the pregame interview. Bounce pass out front for Egan's. Egan's guarded by Schaefer. His three-pointer is good. Justin Egan's with the three-pointer right of center, top of the key. 8 points for Egan's, and Minnesota State on back-to-back three-pointers has opened up a 42-35 lead, the largest lead that either side has had all evening. Drive by Cade Schaefer, shovels it out to Cassius Brooks. Cassius goes left, gets the ball screen from Cobb. Cassius to the top of the key, hands it off left side for Peter, out front for Schaefer. Schaefer wants to drive, Egan's won't let him. Shot clock at 10. Cade throws it out to Brooks. Brooks run into by Malik Willingham. Brooks drives, layup good by Cassius Brooks. 11 points for Cassius, who's into double figures in scoring for the 21st time this season. And the Minnesota State lead is 42-37, 17:45 to go.
Got to get a stop here.
Malik Willingham gives to Peters. Dylan Peters throws it out to Egan's, on into the corner for Hayskamp. Three-pointer good again. Minnesota State is 3 out of 4 from three-point range to begin the second half, and they lead by 8, 45-37. Talon Peter drives, gets collided with by a Minnesota State defender, and they're going to award 2 free throws to Talon Peter on team foul number 1 this half on Minnesota State. It is the first personal foul on Kyrie Willingham. Overall in the game, only the 4th foul that Minnesota State has committed. And Talon Peter to the free throw line, where so far this season he is for his career, I should say, an 84% shooter. Talon 3rd in the Great American Conference this year at 87% from the line. He makes the first one. That is Talon Peters' 5th point of the game and the 1,321st point of his Arkansas Tech career. 18th in school history in career scoring is Talon Peter. His second try is no good. Defensive rebound, Kyrie Willingham. 17:26 to go. Mavericks with the ball and a 45-38 lead. Into the front court, Malik Willingham. Defended on the right wing by Talon Peter. Here comes Dylan Peters to set a ball screen. Cobb hedges, forces Willingham all the way out to midcourt. They swing it left side. Egan's three-pointer is an air ball. Weak side offensive rebound, Elijah Hayskamp, and a whistle, and Hayskamp stepped on the baseline. The basketball will belong to Arkansas Tech with 17:08 remaining, and Minnesota State leading 45-38.
Good job. Went up and contested that 3. Total miss.
Cade Schaefer brings it up. Schaefer leading Arkansas Tech in scoring tonight with 12 points. Cassius Brooks has 11. Brooks gets the ball on the left wing, gives to Talon Peter, left elbow. Talon dribbles right, passes to Camerad on the wing. Tommy out to Schaefer, fakes the three, looks to drive. Trying to get by Egan, spin move, fadeaway jumper, tough shot, no good, short. Defensive rebound, Elijah Hayskamp of Minnesota State. And now the Mavericks have evened up the rebounding at 20 apiece. Malik Willingham for three, no good. Defensive rebound, Sean Cobb hands it off to Cade Schaefer. Ahead on the fast break for Talon. Talon passed up the three, gives to Cade. Schaefer's three is good. Cade Schaefer with the three-pointer from left of center at the top of the key. 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc for Cade Schaefer. He has 15 points. Schaefer now 2 away from matching his career high in scoring for a game, and it's 45-41 Minnesota State.
Maybe they've cooled off just a little bit.
Dylan Peters passes right side for Justin Egan. Stripped away from him and stolen by Cassius Brooks. They fouled him in transition, no call. Cassius floats it into the right corner. It's deflected out of bounds by Kyrese Willingham, and Arkansas Tech will keep it with 26 on the shot clock. They put an arm in front of Cassius after he got that loose ball and impeded his progress, but the whistle did not blow. Cade Schaefer will throw it in from the baseline. Cade looking. Lobs it in deep on the right wing for Tommy Camerad. 16 minutes to go in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State 45, Arkansas Tech 41. Feed down low for Sean Cobb. Cobb draws a double team. Bounce pass to Camerad. Tommy slams it in. A poor defensive decision there by Minnesota State to double team Sean Cobb and leave Tommy Camerad unchecked. And it's 45-43. The Mavericks lead is cut to 2. Tommy Camerad with 8 points.
Good job. Let's go, D.
Top of the key, Malik Willingham gives in the corner. Bounce pass is deflected out by Camerad, and we've got timeout on the floor. 15 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the second half. Minnesota State 45, Arkansas Tech 43. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 1 minute plus a station ID. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Well, the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take just a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. You know, every kind word you put online, those personal recommendations to your friends and family are appreciated. Customers like you are not only vital to the business at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, but vital to making our community as great as it is. Special thanks from the folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
KCJC, Dartmouth, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country, KCJC.
Kelly, when you're on the road in the NCAA tournament and up against a packed house here at the Taylor Center, it's oftentimes about weathering the storm. Minnesota State came out, opened the half on a 9-2 run. It feels like the Wonder Boys have weathered that storm, and they're back in the fight.
Now you got to fold that umbrella up and start playing really hard now. If the storm is over.
Kyrese Willingham, three-pointer, good from the right wing. Kyrese Willingham is 3 out of 3 from three-point range. He has 10 points, and with 15:22 remaining, the Minnesota State lead is 48-43. Pass intended for Talon Peters, stolen by Malik Willingham. Willingham gives to Peters. Peters runs over Talon Peter. Offensive foul. Talon Peter stepped in and took the charge on Dylan Peters. It'll be Peters' first personal foul. Team foul number 2 this half on Minnesota State, and the basketball belongs to Arkansas Tech. What a job there by Talon Peter to sacrifice his body to get the basketball back.
Take the charge, get that ball back.
That was the best opportunity to cut off that fast break, and Talon did it. Handoff for Cassius Brooks. Gives to Peter at the top of the key. Talon's right wrist clearly still bothering him. Hand off to Cade Schaefer. Back to Talon. Left corner. Passed up a three. Throws it cross court to Cassius Brooks. Cassius sidesteps the defender. Three-pointer. Good. They could have called a foul on Hayescamp. Didn't. Cassius Brooks knocks down the three, and the Wonder Boys are back within two at 48-46. Cassius Brooks with 14 points. He's 2 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Drive by Dylan Peters. Shovels it out to Hayescamp. Hayescamp drives the baseline. Out to Egan's. Egan's for three. Good. Cade Schaefer with low hands on the closeout. Coach Downey preaches you got to have high hands on those closeouts. Didn't get it there, and so Egan's was able to hit the three. 51-46, Minnesota State by 5. 14:22 to go. Left side, Camarad, guarded by Hayescamp, feeds Cobb. Left-handed layup, up and good for Sean Cobb. 6 points and 8 rebounds for Sean Cobb, who has come up big tonight for the Wonder Boys, and it's a 3-point lead for Minnesota State with 14:08 remaining in the first round of the NCAA tournament in Mankato, Minnesota. Dylan Peters hands it off to Egan's. Egan's wants to drive. Schaefer won't let him. Cross court to Hayescamp. Shot clock at 13. Under 14 minutes to go now. Egan's double teamed. Gives it up out front for Kyrese Willingham. Into the corner. 3-point try. Malik Willingham good. Malik Willingham with the three-pointer from the left corner. Minnesota State is now 10 out of 19 from three-point range, 53%. And the Mavericks lead it by 6, 54-48. Left side, Talon Peter. Camarad sets the screen. Talon drives. Dishes for Cassius for three. No good. Rebound, Minnesota State. Dylan Peters got it. 13:27 to go. Now you got to weather another storm. Malik Willingham goes to the left wing. Defended by Cobb. Pass down low for Peters. Peters out to wide open Kyrese Willingham. Three-pointer good. Timeout, Arkansas Tech. Kyrese Willingham with the three-pointer. 13 minutes and 16 seconds to go. It's Minnesota State 57, Arkansas Tech 48. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Farmers Co-op located in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location. Mike Apples along. Mike, it is that time of year when feed is very, very important.
It sure is, and make sure that you've got your animals' needs taken care of, protein levels met, and all those things that you look for when it comes this time of year.
Farmers Co-op. We're located on East Main in Russellville. Don't forget their Danville location.
Well, Kelly, Coach Downey warned us on the pregame interview how Minnesota State can score in bunches. They are 7 out of 10 from three-point range in the second half.
Yeah, 11 out of 20 for the game, so 55%. Man, you know, they shoot 37.8 for the season, and so we just got to extend the defense out a little bit more now. Take our chances on the inside game, inside the paint. We got to defend that three.
The Mavericks average 9.1 made three-pointers per game. They've already got 11 tonight, and they lead by 9 with 13:08 remaining. Arkansas Tech with the basketball. Feed for Tommy Camarad on the right baseline. He zips it inside the painted area for Cassius Brooks. Out to Schaefer. Cade with 14 to shoot. Penetrates, gives it out to Talon Peter. Talon defended by Kyrese Willingham. Dribbles, spins, throws it out to Camarad. Camarad from 12 feet, leans in, feeds it down low for Cassius Brooks, and it was deflected out by Malik Willingham. Arkansas Tech will keep it with 4 on the shot clock and 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. Inbound pass will be made by Cade Schaefer.
Critical time here. We've got to remain calm.
Inbound for Tommy. He hands it back to Cade. Deep three-pointer is short. Rebound by Cassius Brooks, and on the tip-in try, Cassius is fouled. He will shoot 2 free throws. The foul on Minnesota State is on Malik Willingham for a hold. It is his first personal foul. Team foul number 3 on the Mavericks. And to the free throw line for the first time tonight goes Cassius Brooks. Arkansas Tech has only attempted 4 free throws tonight, made 3 of them. Cassius on the season is a 72% free throw shooter. First one is good. Nothing but net for Cassius Brooks. Cassius came in averaging 15.4 points per game over his last 7. He had 26 points in the conference tournament semifinals against Northwestern. That was a career high. He backed it up with 21 in the final on Sunday against Southern Nazarene. He was the GAC tournament most valuable player. Makes both free throws, 57-50, the Minnesota State lead with 12:37 to go. Right side, Egan's fakes the three, lets the defender go by. Now he shoots it and hits it. 8 out of 11 from three-point range in the second half for Minnesota State. And the Mavericks lead is into double figures for the first time tonight at 60-50. Cade Schaefer dribbles left. Throws it down low for Josh Mitchell. Mitchell's pass deflected. Cassius Brooks able to get it anyway. Now Cade open for three from the top, and it's good. Cade Schaefer knocks it down, and it's a career-high 18 points for Cade Schaefer in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and he takes a little bit of the momentum away from the Mavericks. They lead by 7, 60-53. Minnesota State with the lead and the ball. Kyrese Willingham dribbles on the right side. Throws it out front to his brother Malik for three. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, Hayescamp, no good. Defensive rebound, Josh Mitchell of Arkansas Tech.
Well, got a break there.
He got 2 breaks. The three-pointer went halfway down and came out. And then they missed the putback. Top of the key, Schaefer throws it across to Camerad on the left wing. Tommy dribbles right, defended by Hayescamp. Tommy dribbles left, gives to Talon. Deep three-pointer is short. Defensive rebound, Hayescamp. He hands it off to Malik Willingham. And here come the Mavericks with 11:27 to go. To the rim, rejected by Tommy Camerad. Another block shot for Tommy as he sends the Malik Willingham offering out of bounds, and the Mavericks will have it when we return to Mankato. 11 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the second half from the first round of the NCAA tournament, where the score is Minnesota State 60 and Arkansas Tech 53 from the Alathus Realty broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Burris at Into Market reminds you that the new year is like spring, a season of change. And if your office furniture hasn't changed in a while or you need a total office remodel, Into Market provides expert advice to give you inspiration, plus products ranging from quality, sophisticated furniture to more economical products for the builder, homeowner, architect, or designer. Into Market is your local dealer that offers professional furniture installation and delivery. Into Market, your make your office like new plus more store.
Taking care of families. That's what the folks at C&D Drugstore have been doing in historic downtown Russellville for more than 6 decades when it comes to all your pharmaceutical needs. When it comes to compounding, special medicines, R.D. Walker and his staff are there to serve you. And most importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
11 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the second half. Minnesota State 60, Arkansas Tech 53. The winner will play in the regional semifinals tomorrow night. The loser will see its season come to an end this evening. Minnesota State with the ball up by 7 as we return to the action from the Taylor Center. Malik Willingham will throw it in for the Mavericks. Lobs it in left elbow for Dylan Peters. Peters hands it off to Hayescamp. Back to Peters on a give and go. Layup try, whistle, foul on Arkansas Tech's Talon Peter. Talon thought he'd gone straight up and down to try to force the miss, but they call Talon for the foul. It is his second personal foul. Team foul number 2, and Dylan Peters will step to the free throw line. Peters so far tonight is 4 out of 4 from the line. He has 14 points and 6 rebounds. Peters averages 10.5 points per game. The first free throw try is on its way, and it is good. Cade Schaefer, Cassius Brooks, Josh Mitchell, Tommy Camerad, and Talon Peter are the 5 for Arkansas Tech. A second free throw attempt forthcoming for Dylan Peters, a chance to push the Minnesota State lead back to 9. His free throw is on its way. It is good, and it's 62-53 Mavericks with 11:18 left. Cade Schaefer will bring it up. Wonder Boys are shooting 50% from the field. But Minnesota State has hit 12 three-pointers. That's the difference in the game right now. Handoff to Schaefer. Pass into the corner, deflected out of bounds by Malik Willingham.
Yep, they've got an 18-point advantage on three-pointers right now.
Minnesota State 12 of 22 from beyond the arc. Arkansas Tech 6 of 13. Schaefer will throw it in following the deflection by Malik Willingham. Gets it into Talon Peter. Out front to Schaefer. Shot clock at 16. Cade goes left, gives to Camerad. Right wing three is no good. Defensive rebound by Elijah Hayescamp of Minnesota State.
Oh, had the shot we wanted right there.
They ran a double team at Cade. That's what left Camarad open for the look, but it didn't go through. Left side, Malik Willingham on the dribble. 10:45 left. Minnesota State by 9. Bounce pass for Peters. Deflected by Camarad. Stolen by Josh Mitchell. Hands it off to Cade Schaefer. Now to Camarad on the fast break. Leans in. Layup try no good. Rebound tipped out to the top. And Josh Mitchell gathers the loose ball for Arkansas Tech. Gives to Cade Schaefer. Schaefer defended by Justin Egan's. Mitchell slips a screen. Schaefer for 3. No good. Rebound Minnesota State. Malik Willingham with the carom. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and Minnesota State has the ball with its 62-53 lead intact. Feed at the high post for Kyrese Willingham. He hands it off to Hayskamp, right back to Kyrese. Layup up and good, and Minnesota State has its largest lead of the night, an 11-point spread at 64-53 as we go under 10 minutes to play.
Well, just a really good no-look pass right there.
And Coach Downey is forced to call his next to last timeout. 9 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the first round of the NCAA tournament. It's Minnesota State 64, Arkansas Tech 53. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
9 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the first round of the NCAA tournament from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota. Arkansas Tech with the ball down by 11. Inbound pass for Cade Schaefer. Guarded by Justin Egan's. Pass on the left wing for Camarad. Camarad guarded by Hayskamp. Gives to Talon. Open look at 3 is short. Rebound Minnesota State. Malik Willingham with the rebound. And the Mavericks will go the other way. Minnesota State has flipped the rebounding story. They now have a +3 margin on the glass. Kyrese Willingham gives left side to Hayskamp. Bounce pass across for Egan's. Egan's picks up his dribble, gives to Peters. Dylan Peters hands it off to Malik Willingham. Shot clock at 9. Malik Willingham tries a 3. It's good. Minnesota State is 9 out of 13, 69% from three-point range in the second half. And they lead the Wonder Boys 67-53 with 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Cade Schaefer goes left, gives on the right wing for Tommy Camarad. Camarad lobs it down low for Mitchell. Mitchell goes up, and with 3 Mavericks around him, is fouled on the layup try. It'll be 2 free throws for Josh Mitchell. Josh is a 52% free throw shooter on the year. Braden Tanner about to check in for Arkansas Tech. And Josh Mitchell steps to the line for the first time this evening. The Wonder Boys 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83% as a team. Minnesota State right now has outscored Arkansas Tech by a margin of 16-5 over the last 4 minutes and 41 seconds. First free throw good for Josh Mitchell. He's got another try to go. As
first point of the game.
Braden Tanner is in, and Talon Peters is going to get a breather for Arkansas Tech. And Talon only puts out that left hand to accept the high fives from his teammates. Does not want to put any more stress on that injured right wrist than he has to. And if this doesn't turn around, you'll have to wonder, what if Talon had not suffered that wrist injury in the final game of the regular season at Southern Arkansas?
Yep.
What might have been? Still a lot of great things, including a GAC tournament championship and a GAC regular season co-championship, as Hayskamp misses from 14 feet. Mitchell went 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, so with 8:37 to go, it's a 13-point lead for Minnesota State, and Arkansas Tech has the basketball. Pass to the right wing for Tanner. Tanner gives it out front for Mitchell. Now to Schaefer on the left wing. Cade goes left. Camarad flashes out to the top of the key. Schaefer drives, gives to Camarad. Tommy to the rim. Left-handed layup rejected by Dylan Peters. Rebounded by Kyrese Willingham. And Minnesota State will go the other way. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Minnesota State with the ball and a 67-54 lead with a berth in the regional semifinals tomorrow night on the line. Pass to the top for Egan's. He lobs it down low for Kyrese Willingham. Willingham guarded by Braden Tanner. Shoots over him, short, no good. The rebound becomes wedged between the rim and the backboard. It'll go to the possession arrow, and the basketball will belong to Arkansas Tech when we come back to the Taylor Center. 7 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. Minnesota State ranked number 2 in the nation, 67, and Arkansas Tech 54 from the Alathus Realty broadcast position. We step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
I'm a teacher.
I am a banker.
I'm a father.
I am a mother.
I'm Muskie Harris, former Arkansas Razorback. I have 26 years of recovery. Meth does not discriminate. Choose your natural state.
We choose me over meth.
55,000 fans having a good time. 385 with a deadly secret. Meth kills more Arkansans per year than cocaine and heroin combined. Help stop this epidemic before it's too late. Choose your natural state. Choose me over meth.
7:54 remaining. Minnesota State leads 67-54. And Kelly, it feels like we're getting down to that point where the Wonder Boys are going to have to start gambling more defensively if they're going to have a chance to come from behind.
They're going to have to maybe try to hit some of the passing lanes, try to get some maybe give some easy layups, but got to take your chances, though, from here on out.
Tommy Camarad, Cassius Brooks, Talon Peter, Josh Mitchell, Braden Tanner are the 5. Cassius Brooks will run the point with Cade Schaefer getting a breather. Feed at the high post for Camarad. Tommy pivots, throws it right wing for Tanner. Tanner drives the baseline, 12-footer, a whistle, and a foul on Minnesota State. Malik Willingham is called for the foul, much to the chagrin of the Minnesota State patrons.
Can't believe they called that foul, even though he took his arm off.
It is the 5th team foul this half on the Mavericks. It is Malik Willingham's 2nd personal foul, and Braden Tanner to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Tanner on the season for Arkansas Tech has attempted 11 free throws. He has made 10 of them, 91%. The first of 2 for the freshman from Dardanelle is good. And it's a 12-point game with 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Tanner now with a chance to draw the Wonder Boys back within 11 of the lead. It was a 1-point game at halftime in favor of Minnesota State. But the Mavericks have hit 9 of 13 from three-point range in the second half. Tanner gets both of those. 7:41 remaining. Minnesota State with the ball leading 67-56. Wonder Boys do indeed go to a 2-2-1 full-court press, trying to force Minnesota State into some mistakes. But the Mavericks beat that press, and now Malik Willingham will get them into their half-court offense. Gives at the high post for Peters, right back to Malik Willingham. He feeds Hayskamp out to the right wing. Kyrese Willingham fumbled it away, stolen by Talon Peter, and they foul Talon in transition. Team foul number 6 on Minnesota State, so no free throws. Kyrese Willingham is called for his 2nd personal foul, and Talon Peter will throw it in from the near sideline for Arkansas Tech. Still no Cade Schaefer. 7:19 to go. Wonder Boys down by 11. Talon to throw it in. Gets it into Cassius Brooks. Brooks guarded by Justin Egan's. Shot clock at 23. 7:14 left in the game. Wonder Boys down by 11. Brooks throws it out front for Talon. Passed up the 3. Drives and dishes for Cassius. Cassius to the rim. Layup good for Cassius Brooks. 18 points for Cassius. 7:03 remaining. And the Wonder Boys are back within 9. Arkansas Tech has scored the last 5 points. And there's no quit in the Arkansas Tech side.
Work on the defensive end here. Get a break here.
Left side, Malik Willingham. Guarded by Josh Mitchell. This is not a good matchup for Arkansas Tech. Mitchell does, though, force him to pass it right side for Egan's, and Egan's is fouled on a hold by Talon Peter.
Is that 2 hands?
It is Talon's 3rd personal foul. It is just the 3rd team foul this half against Arkansas Tech, and that's another factor here, Kelly. The Wonder Boys can be aggressive defensively here over the final 6:41. In fact, they kind of need to be aggressive so they can get Minnesota State into that 1-1. Feed at the high post for Kyrese Willingham, out to Peters. Bounce pass down low for Hayskamp. Hayskamp turnaround jumper, no good. Defensive rebound, Tommy Camarad. He gets it from the weak side after Talon Peter forced the miss. And here's a chance for the Wonder Boys, down by 9, 6:21 to go. Top of the key, Cassius Brooks. They run a blitz at Cassius. After the screen, he gives to Tanner. Braden Tanner uses his dribble. Shot clock at 14. Tanner goes right, gets downhill, into the lane. Turnaround jumper is no good. Mitchell with the tip try, no good. Mitchell again, no good. Josh gathers the ball out to Talon, on to Cassius. Fakes right, goes left to the rim. Rejected by Kyrese Willingham, and they've got a foul on Minnesota State. A foul on the Mavericks that will send Cassius Brooks to the free throw line, and Kyrese Willingham is hurt. Looks like it's just perhaps a cramp.
Got a cramp over there.
Kyrese Willingham is down, but based on all the body language, it does appear to just be a leg cramp. And that's certainly good news.
That's his third foul.
It is indeed the third personal foul on Kyrese Willingham. And now members of the Minnesota State athletic training staff over to check on Kyrese Willingham. The Wonder Boys will take advantage of the free time out here as Coach Downey will gather up his side around him over on the far sideline with 5:58 remaining in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State leading 67-58, but the Wonder Boys on a 5-0 run and about to send Cassius Brooks to the charity stripe for 2 shots and a chance to cut even further into that Minnesota State lead. And Kelly, you've got to admire the composure of this Arkansas Tech team to never panic even when they got down by 14.
No, we're the only ones panicking over here in the radio booth, so, or at least I am. But they're playing their hearts out. I mean, they are just playing their hearts out.
Good to see Kyrese Willingham back to his feet, an all-Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference first-team selection alongside his brother Malik from nearby Waseca, Minnesota.
Yeah,
we got a chance to meet their grandmother earlier in the afternoon. Very nice
lady.
Got to
visit with her. She was all about basketball. Even she couldn't wait for the high school tournaments to start next week. And I told her we're already done with ours. She said, well, they hadn't even started ours up here.
And very rightfully proud of her grandson.
Yes.
Arkansas Tech sends Cassius Brooks to the free throw line following the stoppage. Into the game for Minnesota State. In place of the injured Kyrese Willingham, it is Brady Williams. First free throw up and good for Cassius Brooks. Brooks with his 19th point of the evening. And now he will shoot for 20 with 5:58 remaining. And Arkansas Tech down by 8. Cassius Brooks' second free throw is good, and the Wonder Boys on a 7-0 run have cut the Minnesota State lead to 67-60. Got to string together some more stops right here. Over the timeline comes Dylan Peters. No, it's an errant pass. Peters wasn't looking for the basketball. He gave it to Hayskamp on the left wing. Hayskamp tried to throw it back to him, but Peters had already made his way toward the basket. It's an over and back violation and careless turnover by Minnesota State. Gives the ball back to Arkansas Tech with 5:48 remaining.
Just a very nonchalant pass to nobody.
A chance for Arkansas Tech to add to its 7-0 run. Cade Schaefer gets a high ball screen from Mitchell, dribbles right, gives to Josh on the pick and roll, layup good. They lost Josh Mitchell on the pick and roll, and Arkansas Tech has rattled off 9 unanswered points to cut the Minnesota State lead down to 67-62 with 5:28 remaining in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Peters shovels it out to Egan's. Egan's guarded by Schaefer. They run a blitz at him, force him to pass it to Peters. Peters gives down low. It's Brady Williams with it, layup short, no good. Defensive rebound, Arkansas Tech. Cassius Brooks gets it, and here come the Wonder Boys, down by 5 with 5:09 remaining. A berth in the regional semifinals on the line. Cade Schaefer dribbles at the top of the key, defended by Justin Egan's. Bounce pass to the high post for Talon Peter. Talon gives it back out right wing for Schaefer. 10 on the shot clock. Cassius takes it on a curl, drives, layup, no good. Tip by Mitchell, no good. Defensive rebound, Elijah Hayskamp. Mavericks the other way. 4:44 left. Peters out to Egan's. Schaefer in his face. Egan's wants to drive into the painted area, shoots and scores. Justin Egan's has 16 points, 4:36 remaining, and the Minnesota State lead is 69-62. That breaks the string of 9 straight points for Arkansas Tech. Schaefer into the front court, guarded by Egan's. 21 to shoot, 4:21 left in the game. Bounce pass to Mitchell at the high post. Poked away from him and stolen by Brady Williams. It was Peters who poked it away and Brady Williams who stole it. And Minnesota State into the front court following Arkansas Tech's 10th turnover of the evening.
Got to protect the ball.
Feed to the right wing for Justin Egan's. He gives it back to Malik Willingham. Willingham well defended by Cade Schaefer. Dribbles left, gives to Hayskamp. Three-pointer, no good. Defensive rebound, Josh Mitchell. And Arkansas Tech remains within 7 of the lead with 3:51 to go. Arkansas Tech has 1 timeout left. Minnesota State has 3. Cade Schaefer dribbles just inside the timeline. Gets a high ball screen from Talon Peter. Goes right. Schaefer still with his dribble. 11 to shoot. Schaefer drives. Bounce pass for Josh Mitchell. Josh dribbles it. Layup try no good. Defensive rebound Minnesota State. Foul on Arkansas Tech. Josh Mitchell committing the foul. It'll be Josh's fourth personal, and it'll take us to a timeout on the floor. Minnesota State will have the ball when we come back. 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in Mankato. First round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State 69, Arkansas Tech 62. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? DeVal's Affordable Portable Buildings has been serving the River Valley for 7 years and counting. Right now, get 5% off Burnett Affordable Buildings and 20% off C&H carports for barns, sheds, carports, and more. Let DeVal's Affordable Portable Buildings create the extra space you need without breaking the bank. Visit DeVal'sAffordablePortableBuilding.com or just stop by 4151 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville. And don't forget to ask about the $50 referral.
3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the second half from the first round of the NCAA tournament. The Central Regional at the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota. Minnesota State 69, Arkansas Tech 62. And following the timeout, Cade Schaefer, Tommy Camarad, Cassius Brooks, Braden Tanner, and Talon Peter will be the five as the Wonder Boys will go small here. No five-man in the game right now, as both Josh Mitchell and Sean Cobb will be on the bench. And the Wonder Boys may go small the rest of the way to try to get some maximum pressure on Minnesota State defensively. Inbound pass comes to Kyrese Willingham, who's back in after leaving with that leg cramp. Full court press. Dylan Peters dribbles toward us, picks it up, throws it ahead to Kyrese Willingham, and Willingham gets it over the timeline. He passes to Hayescamp. Hayescamp out to the top of the key for Peters. Hand off to Justin Egan's. Wonder Boys on Egan's. He drives, gets to the basket, layup good for Justin Egan's. 18 points for Egan's, 3:09 remaining. And Minnesota State has scored the last 4 points to push its lead back out to 71-62. Talon Peter gives right side to Tanner. Across to Schaefer. Schaefer gets a ball screen from Camarad. Shoots from 14 feet and hits. Cade Schaefer adds to his career high total. 20 points for Cade. And Arkansas Tech will use the timeout. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Minnesota State 71, Arkansas Tech 64. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys on the EAB Sports Network.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
2 minutes, 53 seconds left. Second half, first round of the NCAA tournament. Minnesota State with the ball and the lead, 71-64. Malik Willingham will throw it in against full court pressure from Arkansas Tech. Gets it into Dylan Peters, right back to Malik Willingham, their steady point guard and the player of the year, not only in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, but also in the Central Region of NCAA Division II. Mavericks into the front court. Coach Downey wants pressure on the ball. 16 to shoot, 2:38 left in the game. Wonder Boys down by 7. Peters with it, shovels it out to Egan's. Egan's goes left, picks up his dribble, gives it on the right wing for Malik Willingham. 5 to shoot. Feeds for Peters, deflected by Camarad, stolen by Cade Schaefer. Lead pass for Talon Peter. Talon to the rim, layup, no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds by Dylan Peters, and the basketball will belong to Arkansas Tech.
Oh, they're quick, aren't they?
Very. And good. You see why they're ranked number 2 in the nation and why they're 29-2, but the Wonder Boys still with a chance with 2:18 to go.
Yeah. Cannot coach speed, can you?
71-64 is the Minnesota State lead. Schaefer has to lob it to the top of the key for Tommy Camarad, just ahead of the 5-second count. Back to Cade. Cade gives to Camarad on a little slip screen. Layup up and good. They don't guard Tommy, and he lays it in. 10 points for Camarad. Tommy into double figures in scoring for the 29th time as a Wonder Boy. 2:05 to go now, and it's a 5-point lead for Minnesota State. Got to have a stop right here as we go under 2 minutes left. A stop right here, and you've got a real chance. Malik Willingham with the basketball just inside the timeline. Shot clock at 13. Willingham throws it across to Egan's. Egan's with 18 points here tonight. The Wonder Boys have had a hard time guarding him. He throws it left side to Malik Willingham. Three-pointer is blocked by Brooks. Offensive rebound, Kyrese Willingham. No good. Tip try, no good. But a whistle and a foul against Arkansas Tech is on the third shot of the possession. A tip-in try by Dylan Peters. He was fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. And the Wonder Boys dearly would have liked to have had one.
I thought we got that one.
Dearly would have liked to have had one of those 2 defensive rebounds. Could have made all the difference. Dylan Peters back to the free throw line, where he is 6 out of 6 tonight. The first free throw try for Peters is on its way, and it is good. Minnesota State now 9 of 11 from the free throw line tonight, 82%.
Has he even missed one tonight?
He has not. He's 7 out of 7. He is a career 71% free throw shooter. 1:38 left. The second free throw for Peters. He is good. And it's a 3-possession game at 73-66. Minnesota State by 7. Into the front court, Cade Schaefer. Wonder Boys out of timeouts. Cade picks up his dribble. Gives it to Cassius Brooks. Cassius defended by Kyrese Willingham. Throws it out near midcourt for Talon. Talon hands it off to Schaefer. Cade Schaefer goes right. Camarad sets the screen. Cade steps back. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Got to have it. Didn't get it. Elijah Hayskamp has it for the Mavericks. Outlet pass for Malik Willingham. And the Wonder Boys have to foul him. But that'll only be the 6th team foul this half on the Wonder Boys. They'll have to foul again to send Minnesota State to the free throw line. And it looks like Kyrese Willingham is down again, presumably with that same leg cramp that forced him to check out earlier.
No,
maybe not.
He's claiming he got hit in the eye.
And now the officials.
I don't know if he's looking for a contact lens or.
Officials are talking it over.
He's seeing if it's still in there somewhere, his contact.
So the basketball will belong to Minnesota State. No additional call is made. Dylan Peters will throw it in. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. Minnesota State with the ball and a 73-66 lead over Arkansas Tech in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Now the official on the far side comes across with both hands up.
Yeah, still checking it. He
wants to check on Kyrese Willingham.
He wants to stay in the game, but he's going to try his hardest to stay in.
Inbound pass will be made by Dylan Peters to Willingham, right back to Peters. Peters gets it over the timeline, hands it off to Kyrese Willingham. Wonder Boys looking to foul him. He throws it right side for Egan's. Egan's pursued by Cassius Brooks and fouled by Cassius Brooks with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. And now it'll be to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 for Minnesota State. And some pressure-packed free throws for the top-seeded and nationally second-ranked Mavericks, up by 7 with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go.
Well, if we have to foul much, mark it down, 73-66, and we had to start fouling.
He misses the front end. It rattles out, and Talon Peter gets the defensive rebound. Wonder Boys into the front court. Talon loses it out of bounds, being held from behind by Malik Willingham. No whistle, and it'll be Minnesota State's basketball on the turnover.
Just got that hold right there.
Inbound pass comes to Willingham. 1 minute left. Wonder Boys down by 7. Desperate for a turnover. Peters over midcourt. Peters drives into the lane, stops there, throws it out front for Malik Willingham. And the Wonder Boys have no choice but to foul Malik Willingham, who is a career 80% free throw shooter. He is second in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference in free throw shooting this year at 86%. And Malik Willingham will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight with 50 seconds remaining and a chance to add to Minnesota State's 73-66 lead over Arkansas Tech. The front end of the 1-and-1 for Malik Willingham is good. He earns a second opportunity. Willingham checks with his teammates, now ready for the second free throw. this to make it a 9-point game. It's on its way, and it's no good. Talon Peter with the defensive rebound. Wonder Boys into the front court, down by 8, 46 seconds left. Hand off to Talon. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Minnesota State. Justin Egan's with the carom. Outlet pass ahead for Malik Willingham. 37 seconds left. They surround Willingham, and Braden Tanner fouled him with 35.6 seconds to go. And I'm afraid the sign ahead reads Journey's End for the Wonder Boys.
Yeah, we're having to start fouling now, so gives them opportunities to get points on the board with the clock not running.
Malik Willingham to the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good.
Just remember, it was just a 6-point game when we started fouling.
He'll have another try. Wonder Boys got within 5 with 5:37 left. And then back-to-back baskets by Minnesota State pushed it back out to a 9-point game as the second free throw is no good. 9-point margin with 32 seconds remaining. Cassius Brooks drives. Layup try, whistle, foul on Minnesota State. Dylan Peters fouled him with 28.3 seconds to go.
I can't believe they're arguing that they are not fouling when they are.
Cassius Brooks to the line. He's 4 out of 4 from the line tonight. Cassius has 20 points, 5 rebounds. He and Cade Schaefer leading the way offensively tonight for Arkansas Tech. First try for Brooks is good. He'll have another with 28.3 seconds remaining. And Minnesota State leading 75-67.
Yep.
Second free throw try for Cassius is also good. He's got 22 points. For Cassius, it is the 4th time this year he scored 20 or more in a game. 25 seconds left. Inbound pass to Malik Willingham. Gets it ahead to Dylan Peters. Peters dribbles over the timeline. Cross court to Egan's. Egan's defended by Camarad, and the Wonder Boys will not foul. They will allow Minnesota State to dribble it out. And our final score from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota, in the first round of the 2024 NCAA Division II tournament is Minnesota State 75 and Arkansas Tech 68. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we will step aside for 1 minute and then come back with the Health Plan Lady postgame show. The season is over. The Wonder Boys lose. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Get back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Back with Mark Downey, head coach of the Wonder Boys, following a 75-68 loss to nationally second-ranked Minnesota State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Coach, you had a great defensive game plan here tonight against Malik Willingham, running the blitzes at him, forcing the ball out of Malik Willingham's hands. They obviously made an adjustment there in the second half. They made 9 of their first 13 three-point tries to begin that second half. What did you see that changed defensively in the second half?
The first possession of the second half, first possession of the second half, we ran something. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it. We tried to run something to mess them up, and one guy didn't do his job, and it left the guy wide open, and he made it. And then they made another one, and then they made another one. Shooting's contagious. And if you see one go in front of 5,000 people, and you hear that crowd, it's contagious throughout the whole team. And if you don't, in the first half, we guarded them, and I guess essentially that's my fault for trying to screw them up and trying to do something instead of just guarding them. But we tried to throw them out of rhythm and run something, and we didn't execute it. And that one execution, that flurry, we said it at the end of the game, we're sitting there on the bench, that flurry where they hit 3 in a row, and they hit 3 in a row in 3 possessions, but they probably hit the first 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And we're still only down 6 or 7, but if that flurry's not there, we probably win. they were primed to get beat. They were primed to get beat, and I thought our game plan was good. I thought we were good enough to beat them. We just didn't execute very well, and that's on me. I'll regret that decision until we tip it up again next year.
Well, you said it on the pregame interview. This whole bunch is due to come back next year. The experience of being here in front of these 5,000 people in the NCAA tournament, and to be here and to take the number and to be in the fight with the number 2 ranked team in the country for 40 minutes on their home floor in the NCAA tournament. I hope those guys in that locker room, I know they're disappointed right now. I know you're hurting right now, but I hope you and those guys in there understand what is the opportunity that is available to all of you now going into next season.
Well, I'm not for saying there's a positive when you get beat.
I know that.
I'm going to stew in this for a long time. But you're right. We have a group coming back that could be special. They were special this year, and they get to come back and do it again next year. And wouldn't it be grand if, a year from now we're talking at the scores table and we're surrounded by green and gold. That would be fun. But it's possible with the group we have coming back. It's a special group. I'm not very happy with them right now. They're probably not very happy with me. But I'll get over it. And we had a special year for all the adversity that we went through. And we've got a crazy amount of talent and character coming back. So I'm excited.
Well, and I think one other thing that's really worth underlining, because it was such a part of the storyline here at the end of the year, Talon wasn't right at the end of the year. He's probably worse than we know. Talon's right wrist and the fact that he wasn't able to beat Talon, the fact that that group still won that game at Southern Arkansas, won the 3 games last week, got here and played as well as they did tonight, that just says a lot about this group. To do that without their best player, really, at least from a scoring perspective.
No doubt. If we had the right Talon Peter, and that's where Talon's got to grow up a little bit and mature a little bit as a player. When he's not scoring it, other parts of his game tend to not be as good. And we've talked about that. That's no secret, me and Talon. And that's where he's got to mature next year into his senior year. When it's not going, he's got to give us other things. And, he did at times this year, but and he did in the tournament. At Southern Naz, against Southern Naz, he gave us some other things, but I didn't think Talon was at his best tonight. And obviously wasn't at his best offensively. So we've got a lot to look forward to. It just really sucks that we can't play again for 7 months. 8 months, whatever it is. But we had a special year, and it's a special group, and we should really be advancing. Gosh,
we've been playing basketball for 101 seasons at Arkansas Tech, and that's only the 10th time there's been 25 or more wins, a GAC regular season championship, a GAC tournament championship, an NCAA tournament berth. When this burn starts to wear off a little bit, I know it won't wear off, it'll never wear off all the way, but when it starts to wear off a little bit, I just want you to know that a lot of folks back home in Russellville and elsewhere among the more than 50,000 living alumni of Arkansas Tech, a lot of folks really proud of you and your guys.
I appreciate that. I'm grateful for them, all the support that they've showed us in the last week and 2 weeks and throughout the season. The send-off the other day, just everything that people are doing for us. It's just it's humbling, and I'm honored to be the head coach and to be representing Arkansas Tech. And this was a big year, but there's even a lot bigger things ahead.
All right, they're going to come get us both if I don't let you go.
Sounds good.
Thank you for everything, Mark.
Glory to God, and he gets all the glory, and even in despair and the tough times, I'm sure I'll lean on him a bunch in the next few days. So I'm blessed to coach this group. I really am, and I'm looking forward to next year. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mark. That is Mark Downey, the head men's basketball coach at Arkansas Tech, here on the Health Plan Lady postgame show following a 75-68 loss to Minnesota State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The Wonder Boys season comes to an end with an overall record of 25-7, a GAC regular season championship and a GAC tournament title, and the first NCAA tournament berth for the Wonder Boys in 7 years. From the Alathus Realty broadcast position, we will step aside for 1 minute and then come back with a look at the final numbers, and we'll wrap up the season. This is Arkansas Tech basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? This is Kay Metz.
I answer the phones. I am the front desk, and when you come in, I'm the first person that will greet you. I will make sure that you get looked after. our whole office, we are family. So that is what we try and encourage with our customers.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
At Phil Wright Autoplex, we understand the importance of supporting our local community and schools, which is why we strive to be a trusted dealership in the River Valley for almost a half a century. Our Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory is constantly updated to ensure that we offer the latest models at the best value for your budget. We understand that buying a vehicle is a stressful experience. That's why our team is here to help, not pressure. Phil Wright Autoplex, exit 84, just off I-40 in Russellville. Or online 24/7, philwright.com.
Back with you from the Taylor Center in Mankato, Minnesota on the Health Plan Lady Postgame Show following a 75-68 Minnesota State victory over Arkansas Tech. In the first round of the NCAA tournament, the Wonder Boys were 25 of 57, 44% from the field, including 6 of 18, 33% from three-point range. The Wonder Boys were just 3 of 11 from beyond the arc in the second half, while Minnesota State was 9 of 15, including 9 out of their first 13 from beyond the arc in the second half. And that second half three-point shooting, quite clearly the difference in this game. Arkansas Tech was 12 of 14, 86% at the free throw line. Minnesota State was 25 of 56, 45% from the field. The Mavericks were 13 of 25, 52% from three-point range, including, as we said, 9 of 15 in the second half. And the Mavericks were 12 of 17, 71% at the free throw line. The rebounds ended up even at 34 apiece. Arkansas Tech had 12 assists and 11 turnovers. Minnesota State had 15 assists and 10 turnovers. No real wide margins either way in any of the specialty scoring stats. Points in the paint, points off turnovers, second chance points, all that was pretty even. Individual leaders, first for Minnesota State, it was Justin Egan's and Dylan Peters leading the way with 18 points apiece. Their two second-team all-conference performers were their top two scorers today, Peters and Egan's with 18 apiece. The Willingham brothers had 15 points apiece. Kyrese with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocked shots. Malik Willingham with 15 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. 8 points and 10 rebounds for Elijah Hayskamp. And Brady Williams added 1 point for Minnesota State as the Mavericks just got 1 point off of their bench here tonight. Arkansas Tech led in scoring by Cassius Brooks with 22 points, 4 away from matching his career high. Cassius with his 4th game this year of 20 or more points. He was 7 of 13 from the field. 20 points tonight for Cade Schaefer. That's a new career high for the junior point guard from Russellville. Cade added 3 rebounds and 1 assist and 3 steals. 10 points for Tommy Camarad. Tommy also had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocked shots. Sean Cobb was very good here tonight. He had 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Talon Peter, the GAC Player of the Year, hampered down the stretch by a right wrist injury suffered in the regular season finale, and Talon was limited tonight to 5 points. He did have 5 rebounds and 4 assists, also blocked 2 shots. Josh Mitchell with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Braden Tanner had 2 points, and Trey Allen also appeared in the game as Minnesota State will move on to the regional semifinals tomorrow night against either Pitt State or Minnesota State Moorhead. And for the Wonder Boys, the 101st season of Arkansas Tech men's basketball comes to an end with an overall record of 25-7. And we turn to Kelly Davis for his final words of wisdom of the year.
Well, I don't know if I got any wisdom, but I tell you what a great year. What a great it was just so much fun to watch this team play. They played with a lot of heart, as it was shown here today. I thought when we got within 5, in that 5-minute area of time left in the game, that we had a shot at it, and then it just didn't work out to where we had to start fouling there toward the end. But we were still in it. They were only down 6 points when we had to start fouling if we didn't get an easy turnover or something like that. But what a season. And like I said, name of the game today was 3-point shooting. When they have 21 more points than we do in 3-point land. But I mean, as tough as it was in the paint, and like I said, the officials, the way they called the game, they called it the same on both ends. It was very physical on the inside, and we outscored them in the paint 32-24. So I give our team a lot of credit for just taking the licks inside and getting those points. But three-point land was in Minnesota State's favor today, and they go away with the win just for that reason. So hats off. I like what y'all were talking about. Can't wait till next season already.
Well, that wraps up the 22nd year that I've had the incredible privilege of providing play-by-play for Arkansas Tech Athletics. Look forward to being back with it come September when the Wonder Boys football season gets underway. And Kelly, 19 of those years have been right beside you, and I just want to let you know it is an incredible privilege to sit beside you and watch these games and talk about them.
Well, I tell you what, the privilege is mine. Getting to see you, you do the homework, you do everything that it takes to keep everybody that's listening to our games informed, and it's just like you could be at home or wherever, and you can feel like you're sitting there right in the arena, if it's football or basketball, because you bring it to them so well. So good job, my man.
Several other thank yous to pass along, including to Dr. Russell Jones, the interim president at Arkansas Tech University, and to Abby Davis, the director of athletics at Arkansas Tech University, for their incredible support of these broadcasts. We thank all of the athletics communications professionals around the Great American Conference who do such a tremendous job, as well as Eric Moyer at the Great American Conference office, but especially Daniel Gallegos and his outstanding team in the Arkansas Tech Department of Athletic Communications. They make this really easy for me and for us, and we're so appreciative to them. We are equally appreciative to brother Stephen Berry, who does a tremendous job as our chief studio engineer. There's a lot better radio announcers in the country. I don't believe there's a better chief studio engineer than Stephen Berry, and it's just a remarkable privilege to work with him, and so grateful for him getting us on the air and keeping us there each and every time we have the privilege of bringing you a broadcast of Arkansas Tech Athletics. We thank the many sponsors who make it possible, and a big thanks to you for listening. Our final score from the first round of the NCAA tournament in Mankato, Minnesota, was nationally second-ranked Minnesota State 75 and Arkansas Tech 68. Our next broadcast of Arkansas Tech Athletics on the EAB Sports Network will come your way Thursday, September 5th, from Simmons Bank Field at Thone Stadium in Russellville. It'll be a 7 p.m. kickoff between Arkansas Tech and Oklahoma Baptist. That means we'll be on with the pregame show, visiting with head coach Kyle Shipp at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, September the 5th. Until then, for my broadcast partner, Kelly Davis, I'm Sam Strassner, reminding you that Jerry says, fight on. So long, everybody.